Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jaywalker. That's me. I am back in Pleasant Green Cemetery out in Magna, Utah. Today we're going to be covering the sad story. And to make things, I guess, almost worse, it covers not only the deceased, but also encompasses part of a whole family story. But we'll get to that. Let's get jaywalking, shall we? So this is the headstone of Dennis and Dennis Ross Jr. Montauge. One of those ones that I don't want to say bugged me, but kind of intrigued me. And during, on walking through Pleasant Green. So they're buried, well, as you can see, the father is still alive. So Junior is buried right here on, it's kind of the main road coming in. But let's get talking about the story. So, story is, and this is one of the headstones that I had seen I don't know how many times on my explorations of the cemetery, and I had never stopped to look it up or to think about it. And as I was doing my investigation for my Instagram account, check it out, Jaywalker, spelled exactly the same as this. Found out some, I don't know if disturbing is the right way to put it, but kind of some heartbreaking details about the family and about this young man's death. The sad story is, as you can see, he's only 23 years old when he passed away. It was drug overdose, and unfortunately there's some familial history. Story is, and what caught my attention is the fact that it's a father and son headstone and not husband and wife and son or anything like that. Wife, mother, not in the picture here. So that's kind of what got me interested. And as I looked into it, the story is that a few years before the son's death, the wife went out drinking with a friend. She had a drinking problem. It was normal for her to go out, sometimes overnight, sometimes for a few days, be gone on a bender and come home. One night she went to a friend's house. She drove home. This friend, feeling worried about her, followed her home. She made it home. This friend stayed for just a few minutes to make sure she got in the house. Was kind of settled in before they left. She got home, shut off the car, went to the house, turned around, came back out to the car, started it back up, and left. On her way out, crashed into a fence post, but left, never to be seen or heard from again by her family, at least as far as I know. There's been no update since then that I found. A few years later, the husband, father, divorced her, the wife, without her really being in the picture. And that's kind of the story. All this happened, and the son, just a couple short years later, dies from a a drug overdose. But that's the story. Thanks for playing with me today. Thanks for walking. Join me again when we find some more interesting stories and I share them with you. Thanks for jaywalking with me. See you soon. Thanks for walking with me today as we explored the story of the Montauge Monument. If you like what you see, subscribe, like the video. Let me know what I can do better. We'll catch you real soon on the next episode of Jaywalker.